Good morning, everybody. I've got my computer, I can't get it to come up with everything I wanted, so we'll go ahead and hope this works since it's a short meeting. And today I would like to welcome you to, we'll call this committee FIRD is the word, since it's financial institutions and rural development. Never could make much out of the last several years when it was FINP, FIP, but this year we got a real one we could do a song to also. So I'd like to welcome the brand new members new members to the legislature, new members to the committee that have been in the legislature, and then the good group of veterans that have been on this committee for 4 years. So would like to welcome you, and they remember the FIP part of it, but this year pensions was split out and added to insurance, and Stephen Johnson is going to do that. Representative Johnson, who I followed on the pension side of the equation 4 years ago when he went to tax. So there will be some repeats. The financial institution side will be familiar to the veterans. That will continue with some of the things that we'll pick up with some of the things we left off last year, and we'll try to make it an introduction to all of you. Now, normally I spend the first several meetings kind of with a 101 type approach where the banking groups from the regulators, the Office of the State Bank Commissioner, Kansas bankers, credit unions, farm credit, and I'll tell what they do. But this year, it's nice to have that background, but this year, not knowing what's going to happen, we're going to try to jump in and get what we know we'd like to get done, taken care of. So in case we end up like last year in a race to the end and a lot of things were left undone, we're going to try to do that and hopefully provide some of that training and pre-information that will help you at the time we're working on something. So that way we will not have spent several meetings and then find out all of a sudden we've got something with COVID this year that's going to really slow us down or shut us down. So I want to do that, and I hate that you don't get that background. And we've usually had a tour of some type. We've gone to the Federal Reserve, we've gone to the credit unions, and some that are really interesting and good, but of course no one's taking tours this year, so we will not do that. I'm sorry about last night. As I was looking at email, I saw the email come through that FIRD is canceled, and so I tried to follow up right away with an email that says that FIRD is not canceled, and that it was a WebEx that was canceled. So that is supposed to be under repair today. So hopefully next week, or maybe later today if they're lucky, WebEx will be back up and running. We will, like I said, the goal is to get some things done this year, learn something, and have a good time. And my goal is to always to have everyone have their opportunity to express their views, and we'll talk about the bills in a open discussion manner, and try to put out things. My goal is to put out a bill or all that have as few unintended consequences as there can be. So I will ask the committee if you have bills you're going to introduce or amendments that you're going to do, that to at least clue me in ahead of time. I hate to be hit with something and not know it's coming. So, and I'll try to let you know what we've got going ahead of time so that you can be prepared. So today, it won't be a long meeting. It will be one that would like to have everyone introduce themselves. We will talk about the rules and adopt those. And when we get to that, very standard rules that basically all the committees have, and they're what we've had in this committee for the last 4 years, other than some adjustments to insert WebEx and that type of virtual presentations and virtual attendance possibilities for members and for conferees. So that's new, and so made some adjustments for that. So one of the things that we've been told is that the goal is that if you talk, in order to keep everyone safe and to keep the mic safe for the folks that follow us, that we try to keep our mask on when we speak. But if there is a issue that you just don't feel that you're being understood and it's because of the mask, then you can remove the mask, but we'll want to be sure. And there's some wipes back there right by the podium mic that will try to wipe down the mic. So there's some hand sanitizer, there's some wipes, and our goal is to leave the room clean for the next committee that will follow. And this will be one of the rooms that will be used by, I think, 2 other committees, because it'll be set up for the WebEx. It will be set up by Wednesday with tables and mics back for everyone else. So as we get around, we checked this room Monday. Well, it was checked last week by Rich, our committee assistant, and then Monday and Tuesday, but magically no table showed up. So hopefully they'll be here by next week and set up where everyone will have a mic and a place to set their goods. So we hope that will work. Going forward, the rural development is a new topic. It's not new to me. I've lived rural development my entire life, my business life. But it is new for this committee. And we are going to try to kind of pick up some of the good work that was done over the last session by the Rural Revitalization Committee, and then during the summer there was a economic recovery interim, and they met, I think, 4 times and tried to pick up some of their work. And both of those were pretty broad on their suggestions on what they had that might work. What I would like for us to do is to find 1 or 2 things that we think will really work and try to get it done, and not spread out and try to cover the whole countryside. That's a rural term. The whole countryside with looking at options, but to try to zero in on a couple things and see if we can put something together and get it out that will help those in the rural area, and in turn help those in the urban areas too. So that's the goal there. Financial institutions, I think we will have, unlike some years, I think we'll have several bills that come to us that could be interesting, and could be 1 or 2 of them could be complex. So we'll see what that ends up like. So would like to kind of go into and have committee and staff introductions so that you can find out about everyone that's on the committee. And then you will, if you don't know them already, you will know them from Mask Up, that you'll be able to know who they are. What we'll do, and I'll start out, so we'll take it and then we'll move around the room, come back and come up, and then our ranking member, Representative Rishu, he will be the cleanup hitter to end up with.
Used to it with my last name.
And so we'll do Representative Topliker, and we'll come there, and then we'll come back down the row there, and we'll have that and end up with Representative Shue. So I'll start out. My name is Jim Kelly, and I'm from District 11 in Montgomery County. That's the cities of Independence, Coffeyville, and Cherryville, and the rural areas in between. So this starts my 11th year in the legislature, and this is my 11th year on financial institutions. So, and I had 10 years on pensions before that. So this will continue on the financial institutions, which for me, I started to work at a bank. I graduated from college on Friday. I started at the bank on Monday. And in June, it'll be my 52nd year at the same bank on the same corner in Independence. So it's been a long road in the same place. So the financial institutions has been near and dear to me. So I was fortunate to get on that committee my first year and continue on it. And so this, like I said, is one of my favorite committees, the financial institutions part, because of the tie. So we'll head on, and our vice chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Nick Hoheisel. I represent the 97th District, which is just about all of Southwest Wichita and the top half of Schulte. If you're familiar with the Eisenhower Airport, that's basically the heart of my district. This is my third year in the legislature, my first as vice chair and my first on financial institutions. I do have some experience in the financial markets, so I think that will be helpful. I'm looking forward to work with you, Mr. Chairman, and my friend, the ranking member, and the rest of you on the committee. Thank you.
My name is Brian Burkhamp. I represent the 93rd House District, which is Southwest Sedgwick County, so includes Cheney, Clearwater, and parts of Hayesville, and everything in between. I'm a freshman legislator, so first-time experience here.
Good morning. I'm Representative Owen Donahue. Can you hear me? Okay. I got this shield on, so I'm not sure. Anyway, Owen Donahue, this is my fifth term. I was in for 3 terms and retired for 6 years and came back, and so this is my reelection, second reelection on coming back. Represent Shawnee in Kansas City, Johnson County, Western Shawnee, and glad to be on the committee and looking forward to getting some things out on rural development. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Representative Barb Wassinger from the 111th District. This is my third year in the legislature, second term, third year on financial institutions. I'm excited about rural development, but my business is a title company, and I also own a rental company. So financial institutions is near and dear to my heart. The 111th District is Hayes. I have the southeast corner of Ellis County, which is basically Hayes and Victoria.
I'm Megan Lynn. I represent District 49, which is in eastern Olathe. Sorry, I can't keep my mask on. This is my third year on financial institutions, so I'm pretty excited to be here. I'm excited for the rural development aspect. I was raised on a large fruit farm, and but the only thing we have in District 49 are the Canadian geese that fly into our neighborhood pond. So I'm looking forward to this.
If you don't have a mic like our four in the back, could you come to the podium and kind of tell who you are? That way it'll pick up for the feed.
Good morning. I'm Virgil Weigel. I'm from the 56th District, which is here in Shawnee County. My area is basically south central part of Topeka. This is my 7th year. Pensions financial, a little bit different now. And this is also my 7th year. I've been, ever since I've been in the legislature, I've been on this committee. So, and look forward to this again. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jennifer Day. I'm from, yeah, it might be the middle piece in there. I'm from the 48th District in South Overland Park. And in fact, Chairman Kelly, your niece is one of my neighbors I found out a few weeks ago. So, yeah, excited to get to know you.
I did, Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard that.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. So I, freshman, technically. So I have worked in the institutional, in the financial institutions. I worked for Countrywide Home Loans for many years, back in the early 2000s. And now I'm a real estate investor. So I'm hoping to bring some good perspective to the team. Okay, thanks.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. Is that rolling? Excellent. Mark Samsel from the 5th District. This is my 2nd term serving, so I've been at this for 2 years now. Survived an office with Representative Hoheisel. I guess it's Vice Chairman. Congratulations, Mr. Hoheisel, on that. I'm excited to work with this leadership team. I know if I miss a day here that I can check our ranking minority leaders or our vice chair's Twitter feed and get all the updates that I've missed throughout the day. So excited for that. And our staff's been excellent already. Thank you for the communication. My responses back by email have not been great yet, but hopefully those will get better. My banking knowledge is very little. Most days I can use my ATM card, but that's about it. So hopefully I've got an open mind where I do have some experience. My district is very rural. And it's very red but we do have strong areas of purple and blue over in Garnett, Osawatomie, Wellsville, in a 4-county region that sits a little bit below Johnson County, but also not real down in the far south parts region. So that's my background. And then you will likely hear stories about me reffing at some point throughout the committee hearings. Representative Lynn, I have worked with her husband. He does an excellent job. I do okay. But I did get a fist bump from Representative Lynn's son during a soccer game, so I guess I'm not the worst at it either. So I look forward to working with this committee. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
So I'm Dave, I guess that's on, Jim. I'm Dave Baker, and I represent the 68th District, which is very rural. I have Chase County, Cottonwood Falls, Strong City, Elmdale, Cedarvale. Then I have Morris County, right north of it, the city of Harrington, in Dickinson County, and then I have the southwest corner of Geary County from 4th and Webster Street in Junction City. So I have a very diverse district. My part of Junction City looks like Johnson County, and then I have the rural areas with the Flint Hills and the National Park. So very interesting. I used to serve on the Farm Credit Board out of Manhattan, Frontier Farm Credit, which is the eastern 41 counties in Kansas, so I have a little banking experience with them. And my history is I was in the grocery business, and I was served on the board of Associated Wholesale Grocers in Kansas City. So looking forward to everybody on the committee. This is one of the committees I've wanted to serve on ever since I've been in the legislature. I'm starting my 5th year and have nothing but great respect for Chairman Kelly and his group. So looking forward to a good year.
Good morning, my name is Gail Finney. I represent the 84th District in Wichita, and I've been in, this is my 13th year, and I've been in and out this committee for 13 years. I keep coming back because I respect the leadership, and I just think this is one of the most wonderful committees. And I also have the honor of serving as the ranking position for this committee for quite a few times. But I stepped down because of health issues. But I'm here today, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you all, and welcome.
Hi, I'm John Toplikar, Olathe. I served on my city council, I served on the county commission, and I served in the legislature 10 years previously. And so I came back, and this would be the beginning of my second term since I came back, so 13 sessions this year. My first time on this committee was last session, so this will be my third year on this committee. Also served on the Economic Development Committees, Appropriations, Business, Commerce, and Labor, and all kinds of other various committees. But I'm a small business carpenter contractor in the Olathe area. So I'm glad to be back, Mr. Chairman.
You won't go out over the air, though, if we don't.
My name's Lance Neely. I'm from Tonganoxie, America, the 42nd District, which covers Eudora, Tonganoxie, and the Easton area. I want to first apologize for being late this morning. I was doing a good deed and checking on the constituent, and on the way home, found somebody with a flat tire on a White Rock Road, which is a rural incident in itself. In a dark suit, I found myself that I had to go home and change clothes as I was now gray, or had a gray suit on. I don't know a lot about on the financial institutions, on the rural development. I'm very much interested in that. I've grown up in the country, and I have some ideas that I am very interested in running through the committee, and very excited about being here. I am a freshman, and I'm very excited about working with you all.
Good morning, everyone. Mary Lynn Poskin from the 20th District, which covers Leawood and Overland Park. And I don't have data yet to back this up, but it's probably per capita has more financial institutions than any other district in the state of Kansas. Personally, I opened my own first bank account when I was 13 years old, into which I deposited my first paychecks from detasseling corn in the state of Nebraska. I do have rural roots. Our family farm is in Tillman County, Oklahoma. It was the first farm to bring in the Beef Master cattle brand, so we're very proud of that. And I look forward to serving on this committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Representative Tom Kessler. I'm from the District 96, which is kind of south central Wichita. I'm a freshman, first year. I'm a small businessman. I've done that most of my life for a little over 25 years now, and I'm very excited to be on this committee.
Hello, my name is Avery Anderson. I represent the 72nd District, which is majority Harvey County and a sliver of Butler County. This is my first year in the legislature. I graduated from the University of Kansas last December, and I help manage my family small businesses back home. And I look forward to serving on the committee with you all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Representative Reese Hsu out of House District 25, which is Northeast Johnson County. Very big shoes to fill with Representative Finney allowing me this opportunity, but I'll do my best. Just a little bit of background on myself. I studied economics from 2007 through 2011 during the financial crisis. So in terms of financial institutions, that became a pretty popular study topic. So I looked into that a lot. I also seem like an unnatural fit possibly for the rural development part, but I grew up in Rolla, Missouri, And I spent most of my 20s after graduating college trying to think about what it would take for me to move back to Rolla, Missouri, as many of our college students know. So I think the answer to that question solves many of the issues with rural development, and I look forward to exploring that. I want to thank the chair and the vice chair, both of whom I have very good working relationships with. Looking around the room, I have good working relationships with all the returning members of the legislature and of the new people. I really look forward to getting to know you better.
Now, if we go back, this is kind of like NFL game day. We go back to our analysts and all behind the scenes to introduce themselves, and they're kind of driving the ship for us, our research and reviser crew that will be with us every meeting to bail me out of jams if necessary, and to answer questions and explain the bills that we're going to have and answer your questions about the bills. So if we could go back and I see, start, I think from my right to left, David, if David is our reviser, and if you could start out and introduce yourself, and then just go to looks like Wesley, Andrew, Natalie, Melissa, and Andrew. David, you're not coming through.
David?
Hey, David, you're going to need to make sure your laptop is plugged into the dock. And if it's not, then unplug it. His laptop is switching to the Wi-Fi, so it'll just take a moment.
Mr. Chairman?
Gotcha.
All right. Sorry, my screen got unplugged there, but well, I'm David Weiss with the Revisor's Office. I've been staffing financial institutions, various iterations for, I don't know, probably about 10 years now. So I'm looking forward to helping out the committee again.
And if we, Andrew, if you could go next.
Good morning, Chairperson Kelly, and to all committee members. My name is Andrew Finzen, and I am a research analyst with the KLRD.
You're not coming through, Andrew.
I'm using the, yeah. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Good morning, Chairperson Kelly, and to the full committee. My name is Andrew Finzen, and I am a research analyst with the KLRD.
Okay, next one, Wendy on the screen. And if you're in a group that request came, if you could kind of raise your hand and we'd know who is speaking. Heather, then.
All right. Mr. Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Well, I'm Heather O'Hara with the Legislative Research Department, and this is my 15th session with KLRD. I staffed the House Rural Revitalization Committee the last 2 years, so I'm here to help with rural development topics.
Okay, thank you. And Natalie? If you're talking, Natalie, it's not coming through. Natalie still can't,
Natalie?
cannot have you hooked in.
Natalie, if you're using your laptop, make sure it's not plugged into the dock. It'll switch to Wi-Fi and your screen will turn off, but you will be able to speak.
Oh, we cannot.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Chairman, thank you. This is Natalie Scott. I'm with the Office of Reviser of Statutes. So David and I work together. This is my 9th session with the office. For the last couple of years, I've been staffing the House Rural Revitalization Committee with Heather. And so I am here to help out with those topics.
Thank you, Natalie. And